Hey, it's Matthew, and I'm going to make a quick video about how you can clear the resistance in your life so that you can allow, and how to allow at a greater level than you have before. I think it's important to understand that your current set point of prosperity is the result of your closest 5 friends. So you have to have a sobering moment, and you have to take a look at your life, and you have to look at your closest 5 friends, because your income is going to be the average of these 5 people. Now, this is a law, and you're not gonna sustain beating this law long term. You may become an anomaly, and you may rise up to a high level of income for a short time, but if your set point of friendships is, let's say, in the $0 to $100,000 a year range, and then all of a sudden you become a millionaire, you're probably going to go right back down to being between 50, 60, 70,000 a year all over again, unless you're willing to reach to higher levels. And the secret to success is reaching to higher levels and pursuing mentorship and getting your top 5 friends at a higher echelon. Then you're going to always run into problems with your set point. And I want to show you a little something to put things in perspective of why you should really consider doing this sooner than later. So here, this is your future, whether you like it or not. It could be tonight, it could be next week, it could be in 20, 30, 40 years from now. But this is your future. This is where you're going to end up. You're going to end up 6 feet under. No matter how great you think you are, all men under the sun are going to die. And the question is, are you ever going to live? If you're trading time for dollars and working for somebody else's dreams, and it's like the story that goes like this. This guy goes to his boss, and his boss says, "Hey, Tony, jump in the car. I want to take you for a ride." And the boss drives Tony up to this big, gorgeous mansion on top of a hill. And the boss looks at Tony right in the eyes and says, "Tony, if you keep working as hard as you do, someday this mansion will be all mine." Now, do you see that the reality is that you have to have a strategy in place? And one of the reasons why you want to increase your friendships at a higher level is because minds mingle and minds interact. And this is a proven fact. So think about it like this. The guy that wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, he was broke when he ended up writing that book. And everybody thinks it's the greatest book in history of all wealth accumulation. But all it tells you is that you should think rich. Okay, fine. That's one aspect of it. But that is lacking a vital component. The vital component that it's lacking is the actual business wisdom. You have to have acumen. You have to understand how money flows. You have to understand financial literacy. So here's a hack that you can learn to do right away. It's something I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. It's something that all wealthy people do, is they understand what a cash flow statement is, and they understand what cash flow is and how to use it. And they realize that assets are more important than physical hard cash. So you can go to richdad.com and play the Cash Flow 101 game online and do everything in your power to increase your financial literacy if you want to become rich, and do everything in your power to reach for mentors who make a lot more money than you, because you will earn the average of your top 5 closest friends. And remember, you're going to end up here someday. So the question is, before this happens, and you don't know when it's going to happen, are you ever going to reach, and are you ever going to live? It's completely up to you.